Go.
Hey Chris, this is for you. This is to show you how to use the foam cutter. You need two parts. One is you need the power supply input. This provides a 12-volt power that the foam cutter wants. And then you need the iCharger, which is actually a battery charger, which has a foam cut mode. When you power on, I'm going to turn it off. When you turn it on, it should come up in foam cut mode. But if it doesn't, for example, if you hit the wrong setup thing, you want to always go back into special modes. You can switch all the way through it, and then it'll go back for battery charging things. Then you want to get back into special modes, hit start button. That'll put you into the different special modes, and you can select different special modes, but you want foam cut. If you want to set the parameters for foam cutting, just click the start button once, and then you can click it again to change each mode. So now I can change the current by doing increment decrement, and then I can change the voltage by doing increment and decrement. And if I start last time, it starts over. If I want to actually start cutting, I just hold the start button. You'll hear it beep. It'll check the connection, and then it'll start ramping up the voltage. And what that does is that slowly ramps up the voltage over about 15-20 seconds. In this case, it's set up for the large wire cutter to burn the pink foam. And the denser foam probably needs a higher voltage and more current. So you might have to turn it down for the white foam. So be prepared to adjust it a little bit. And
By turning the voltage down?
By turning the voltage and possibly turning the current down. You can limit either current or voltage. So right now it's current limited at 4.5 volts on the big cutter. If you change to the small cutter, it'll automatically limit itself to a lower current because it's voltage limited also.
So now it's almost up to the limit. So you it took about 45 seconds or so to get there.
Yes, that's correct. You're right. 45 seconds more, not 20 seconds.
And one thing to note is that it has a 5-minute limit, so it will shut off after a while. And how do you get it started if it shuts off?
Just hold the start button again.
And it'll start right back up.
Yeah, so you just have to, and if you want to stop it sooner, just hit the stop button here on the far left. So I can just stop it now, and then it automatically shut off. And then if I want to ramp up again, it'll just go through the same ramp up cycle.
Okay.
And balance there. So right now it's in current limit mode. So
is it on right now, or did you stop it?
It's stopped right now.
Start it again.
Okay.
And just take a little test piece of foam and show it. It should still be pretty warm.
No, but it has to ramp up. So even if it's warm, it'll ramp up again.
Okay. So maybe you can do one test cut?
Yep. So that's what I was doing here. I've got it set up for 1 centimeter, and I was playing around with trying to do one test cut. So we're going to wait 45 seconds for this thing. So we're halfway there, 8 volts. And then it's at 3 amps though already, so the wire should be pretty warm. 3.5, and it'll go up to 4.5 because that's what I've limited it to. And then you can. Now we're at 15 volts. We could probably start trying to cut already now. It's at 4.5 amps, so I can already start cutting. And as you can see, it's cooking its way through there.
Did you tighten up the turnbuckle on the bottom?
The turnbuckle, no.
Oh, okay. Well, that will make a straighter cut if you do.
No, this is fine because we're pulling in the same direction. There's no problem with a little bit of tension on the wire. And so what I've done is I sort of pull it towards the end slowly, sort of walk it down the wire a little bit. I don't know if you'll have that opportunity depending on the sheet size.
The sheet is almost the full width, so he's going to have to go straight.
He's going to have to go straight through. That's fine. Just keep pressure on it. It'll keep cutting.
Yeah, you don't want to go too fast or then the wire will bow a lot.
Yeah. So I don't have a lot of room to play here because I don't have more sheet behind it. But once you get through the end of it, you can start pulling one side out. Seems to work well. And that way it doesn't go twang at the end. And that's it. And then we have the one.
Okay, we definitely should turn the turnbuckle tighter.
Okay, anyway, there you go.
Let me show the turnbuckle. Turnbuckle's over here. We can tighten that up.
Ah, yeah.
And that one's all the way tight, so we need to tighten the other side.
Okay, and there's another one here.
Yeah, wait, hold on.
And this one's almost all the way tight too. So we're going to have to do something about wire length.
Well, let's see. It's pretty tight. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, the thing to remember about those turnbuckles is when you turn the thing off, you want to loosen those up. Otherwise, you might break the wire. So remember to just loosen them up by a few turns before you turn it off.
So this thing will continue to beep and run, by the way, until it hits the 5 minutes. We're only two minutes and change into it. So we're done with our cut, so I'm just going to turn it off now. And then, as you said, loosen the turnbuckle a little bit. So it's not too tight.
So do a few turns maybe, yeah.
Yeah, just 1 turn or 2 turns.
All right, that's it.